Okay. Okay. So everyone, please mute yourself. Okay. If you have any doubt, yes, you can unmute and you can ask me. Okay. So yesterday, what we have seen some T codes. Okay. We have seen about SAP system. Like SAP system has some SID and it has some instance number and architecture. So in the architecture, we have dispatcher, queue, right? The about work process, different types of work process that we have seen. Okay. So now the new topic is profiles and parameters. Profiles and parameters. So what is this profiles and parameters? See, in a very simple way. See, if you have bought a new mobile, okay, you buy a new mobile. So in that mobile, you don't like that wallpaper, you don't like that ringtone, right? So then what you do, you change it, right, by using setting options, right? By using the setting options, you will change it. Whatever the wallpaper you want, whatever the ringtone you want, you will change it. Okay. The same way in SAP also, the the concept of setting is profiles and parameters. By using these profiles and parameters, you can change the settings of the SAP system. Okay, in a very simple way. So now we'll talk about parameters first. It has two types: static and dynamic. SAP has two types of parameters: static parameter and dynamic parameter. Okay, next, profiles. Three types: start, instance, and default. Okay, total three types of profiles are there in SAP. Okay, so now we will see one by one what it is. See, static parameter. So if you change a static parameter in SAP system, if you change static parameter in SAP system, you have to take restart. Have to take restart of SAP system to get affected. Okay, to get affected. System to get affected. Okay, so you are changing, if you are changing a static parameter, you have to take a restart of the SAP system to get affected. Okay, when you are changing a dynamic parameter, it will affect immediately. It will affect immediately, but one condition is when you restart. When you restart the SAP system, old value will come into place. Old value will come into place. So what is the meaning of it? See, for example, there is a parameter, okay, in the SAP system, xyz. Okay, there is a parameter xyz. The current value is 0. Okay, it's a dynamic parameter, for I assume dynamic parameter xyz. So the value is 0 in the system currently. You changed it to 1. Okay, you changed it to 1. How you change that, you will see in practical. You change it to 1. So yes, it will affect immediately because it's a dynamic parameter. No need to restart also. Okay, no need to restart. But when the restart happens, next time, suppose due to some other activity, they have restarted the system. So then again, this value will become 0. Okay, you want to make this value as permanent as 1. Okay, so that we will see like how to do. Okay, just remember this concept. when you restart, old value will come again. Okay, so we will play around with this parameters now. So now in SAP system there are thousands of parameters. Okay, so in that parameter, which is static, which is dynamic, we have to know first. Okay, so then you can decide whether to restart a system or not. See, if it is a dynamic parameter, no need to restart, right? It will affect immediately. If it is static parameter, then only you have to restart. So how to know this parameter is static or dynamic? In this concept, you have T codes. See, from here onwards, every topic will have T codes. You have learned few T codes yesterday, right? Those are basic T codes in our basis. So from now onwards, every topic will have few T codes. In this topic, you have few T codes, RZ10 and RZ11. Okay. See, don't worry about the T codes. I said, right? If you are practicing, right? When you are practicing profiles and parameters topics, automatically these T codes will come into mind. Okay. If you are practicing, okay. If you are practicing, then only you'll get in mind. RZ11. To check whether parameter is static or dynamic. Okay, in this T code you can able to check a parameter is static or dynamic. In this T code you can add parameters meters to profiles. Okay, you will see, then you'll understand. To profiles. Okay, either the parameter is static or dynamic. Okay, here you'll add a parameter to profiles. Then after you have to take a restart normally. Okay, so just remember now when you do practical it will be more clear. There are two parameters, static and dynamic. Static parameter, it will affect only after the restart. Dynamic, it will affect immediately, but old value will come again when you restart the system. So the T codes RZ10 and RZ11. So RZ11 you can check the parameter is static or dynamic. This is to add parameters to profiles. We'll see that. Now, yesterday we discussed about dialog, right? So I want to know how many dialog work process are there in the system. What is the T code? Someone unmute and tell me. What is the T code? To know number of dialog work process in the system. Yeah, tell me. Is this lower? Hello, you're not audible, am I? Rest all. Sandeep, Dilip, Prasanna, Srikanth. I need answer from you.
It's SM50, right?
Yes. SM50 is a T code.
One question, Rajesh. For
Yes.
example, if we restart the system, right, SAP system, so
Hmm.
it will impact the business, right?
Yes, it will impact the
Okay.
business.
So during non-business hours only, we can restart, right?
Yes. In the
Okay.
non-business hours only, we have to restart. Yeah, that also it will come going forward in this class only. I'm getting some disturbance, Amay, when you're unmuting, right? I'm making you mute for now. If anything is there, you can ping me. Okay. Or else join once again. Ah, okay. Okay, so now here, dialog work process. You can check in SM50. So let's see in the system. SM50, right? So here, how many dialogues are there? 10, right? So if you want to change a dialog work process in the system, by default with the installation you get 10. Okay, I want to change a dialog work process to 12. To 12. Yes, you can change it by using the parameter. So for dialog work process, you have a parameter display slash wp underscore and underscore dia. Okay, there is a parameter. Okay, see here I said my parameters, two types, static and dynamic. Now there is a parameter for dialog work process. Now you want to know whether this parameter is static or dynamic. So where you can see that RZ11. This is a place you can see whether the parameter is static or dynamic. Give the parameter value and display. Here it will show clearly dynamic parameter no. Dynamic parameter no means it's a static parameter. You are getting what I am saying? Here if you see the value dynamic parameter as no, it means it's a static parameter. Everyone are silent. It's you're not
Yes,
getting.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. This parameter is a static parameter. Yes, someone is talking. Tell me. See, it's a static parameter. How can I know it's a static parameter? Here easy, it clearly it's showing dynamic parameter no. By this I can easily say. So for dialog, yes, by using this parameter I can change the value. So it's the same way for I want to change the backgrounds. We have background work process also, no? For backgrounds also there is a parameter. Okay, I want to see. Yeah. Now you tell me it's a static parameter or dynamic parameter.
Static only.
Static parameter.
Yes. Static parameter only. So static parameter means if you change in the system, you have to take restart, no? It's a
Yes,
static parameter.
we need to do refresh.
If we have to take a restart of the SAP system. So how to restart that also you will see in this class only today. Okay, so now you have a parameter. This one I want to change it to 12. Currently it is 10. I want to change it to 12. So let's copy this parameter, and where you can change it? You can change it here with the help of profiles. The help of profile. So again, what is profile? See, start profile. It has a start procedure. Okay, start profile will have a start procedure. We never touch this. Okay, remember we never touch this profile in the system. Instance profile. We will add parameters to this profile. Okay, in default profile also same thing. We will add parameters to profile. This is I write clearly so that it will be no confusion. Okay, these parameters we can add in instance or default profile. Okay, then after it's a static parameter, right? We have to take restart. So now where we can check this profiles in RZ10. Here I'm writing. See, if you see the notepad, easily you'll get it. That's why I'm writing like this. Now let's go into RZ10. RZ11, you know, where you can check the parameter is static or dynamic. See, RZ10 profiles. If you do F4, see in SAP terminology, we call this box as F4. Remember, okay, it's SAP terminology F4. Yes, see, here you can see default instance. This is start profile. Okay, see start profile name here you won't see name as start. You also see as instance profile only. But by seeing this, you can able to say okay, it's a start profile. I'll tell you what is this ASCS and D00. Okay, so remember default instance and start profile is ASCS. Okay, so we never touch this. Here I written, right? It is a start procedure, it has a start, we never touch this. So this one on we should not at all touch. Okay, even in real time also. Okay, either now you can add a parameter either in this or in this. So I am trying to add in instance profile first. Double click. Okay, here always you have to select external maintenance only. These two options also we never touch. Okay, no use for us. Okay, so just you have to click on change. Here, if you scroll down little bit, here you see a parameter already with the default installation. That parameter is added here. So here the parameter value is 10. Okay, here you can change it to 12. Okay, you change the value to 12 and click on copy. It's copied. Come back and save. Do you want to activate the profile? Yes. Okay, saved and activated. Yes. Then see the effect of activating a profile is simply that profile is stored in the operating system level. You added a parameter and it's saved in the operating system level. For the profile to take effect a particular application, you have to restart the application. Okay, you have to restart your SAP system. That is what it is saying. Okay, just click OK. See, I changed a parameter in the profile and I want to see that in SM50. See, still it is 10 only. Still it is 10. So when it will affect? Once you restart your SAP system, then only it will affect. Then only it will affect. So how to start and stop SAP system? See, you should know the start procedure and stop and start procedure. I said already, SAP's application. Okay, SAP will run on some database. Now it is on HANA. Right? This you know already, right? SAP and DB. So when you are stopping a SAP system, how you will stop? This is the way you have to stop. First you have to stop application. Okay. First you have to stop application, then stop DB. This is the process. When you are starting, process is this. It's logically, right? Directly you cannot start application without database. Okay, so first database has to start, then only application will start. Okay, remember this procedure. Stopping is like this: first application we have to stop, then database. Currently we are not discussing DB, so DB going forward you'll have how to stop. Now we only stop this application. Okay, that is what I am writing here. Stop application and next DB, right? This is a procedure for stopping. And in application you have to ASCS and dialog instance. Okay, so what is ACS you will see going forward. In an application layer, again you have two services, two instances, we also call it as ASCS and DI. So when you are stopping an application, first you have to stop DI and next ASCS, then database. Start procedure. What is the start procedure? First DB in the application, first you have to start ASCS, next DI. You're getting? See, it's just reverse. That is what I have written here. In the application, DI and ASCS you are stopping, and DB. When you are starting DB, ASCS and DI. Reverse. Okay. See, maybe confusing for you. When you stop the system with your hands by using command, then you will understand. Commands. See, for stopping a SAP system, you have commands. See, when I said yesterday, whenever you install a SAP system, you have a SID, you have an instance number. You have an instance number. So when you are installing a SAP, it will ask to keep two instance number. One is for ASCS and other is for dialog instance. Okay, this is SAP application. When you are installing, it will ask for SID and instance number. And again in instance number, for two it will ask for ASCS what instance number you want to keep and dialog instance what instance number you want to keep. Okay, so now we'll see SAP control -nr instance number -function stop. Okay, case sensitive. Okay, you have to give command like this only. Okay, S is capital here, it's a case sensitive, so you have to give like this only. If you give small s, it will not work. So now I want to stop a SAP system. I want to stop a SAP system. My ASCS instance number is 24. My dialog instance number is 35. Okay. So now you tell me the stop procedure. First, I want to stop. When I am stopping, first what I stop? In the application DI,
Dialog.
right?
Dialog.
Yes.
So here my dialog instance number is 35.
Yes.
So dialog is stopped. Next, I have to stop ASCS. So ASCS instance number is 24. See, I'm trying to tell you with the example so to understand. Okay, so these commands you have to execute in the system. Okay, so here instance number I have taken 25 and 24 for example, but in our system what is the instance number? Current system I have given, right? It's 20222, right? Okay, so this is a new system and I don't know what is the instance number of ASCS and what is the instance number of dialog. Okay, so easily you can identify. First, you should know the SID of the system. You should know the SID of the system. So here the SID of the system is TST. In this server, I know it's a TST. TST is the SID. I know that. So then what I do, I will switch to that user. To that user with the command su-tst adm. TST is my SID adm. Okay, I have to switch for stopping a SAP system. definitely you have to switch like this to the SID ADM. Okay, remember this. So then after I want to know the instance number of ASCS and dialog instance. So there is a command cd pro. Okay, cd pro. If you give that cd pro and if you click enter and if you give ls-ltr, here you can see different, right? Default 1, default 2, default 3, right? See the same thing you see here in RZ10. Default ASCS02 D01 is there, no? The same thing you see. See here you see dot 3, dot 4, dot 5. Why it's coming means whenever you change anything from the SAP level, right, it create a duplicate files here. So that's why you are seeing these many files. So many times it got changed, so that many files are there here. See, just by going to RZ10 also, you can easily identify the instance number. For ASCS 02 is the instance number. For dialog, a dialog instance 01 is the instance number in our case in this system. You're getting?
Yes.
Just
But
by
how? But how can I identify from the Linux black screen?
yes, see,
Okay.
same thing.
Yes.
TST AC02 and your instance profile.
Yes,
See,
20.
default profile and see instance profile.
Got it.
From the OS level also you can able to see. So now I know 01 is dialog and 02 is ASCS. 02 is ASCS, right? Now we changed our parameter to 12. Now our requirement is to take a restart of the system. So first what you stop? You stop this one, right? You have to execute this command with the SADDM. Okay, you have to execute this command with the SADDM. See, SAP system is connecting now. Double click and it's connecting. Now let's execute 01 and stop. Now I want to see the process. Okay, see in the 01 instance, okay, in the 01 instance, executed stop now. See these many processes will be there: dispatcher, IGS, gateway, ICM. Okay, these are the services will be there in the D01. See, all are green. Now let's execute one more time this command. See, they stopped. They are in gray. So this is the status. You can confirm that instance is down. Instance is down. Now, if you connect SAP system, it will not connect. Okay. And next, you have one more thing to stop. No, 02. You only stopped 01. You have to stop 02 also. Execute 02. Check the guest process list by giving 02 instance number. See, in this message server and enqueue will be there. In the ASCS, you have message server and enqueue. You know the importance of message server, you know the importance of enqueue. Yesterday we discussed, no? Message server will communicate between the instances and queue will lock and unlock the tables. See the same in the architecture, we have seen some services, no? The same services you see here. Okay, now SAP system is stopped. It will not connect. Now I want to start it. If I want to start, what is the process? First I have to start ASCS. First I have to start ASCS by using start command. Next I have to start instance by using start command. Okay, I given start. I want to see whether all services are started or not. Okay, it's yellow and one is green. Yeah, both are green now. So both are started. See this command to check the process whether it's green or gray. I am adding that also here. Okay, this is case sensitive. G is capital, P is capital, L is capital. Okay, that 2 is started. Now let's start 1. Sorry, we did not give no 0 1 start. 2 we start. What we started? Okay, 0 2 we started. No, now we have to start 0 1 dialog. See, it's starting. You can see the status. Just if you give up arrow mark, the command will come automatically. Okay, no need to type. Up arrow mark, enter, up arrow mark, enter. See, it's green. It started. So now you connect. See, SAP system is connecting now. Log into the system. Sorry. Now, what we did, why we stopped the system and why we started?
Profile. We have changed the dialog process, I think.
Dialog work process, right? To 12. That we have to check. See, it changed it to 12. It changed it to 12. So it's a static parameter. So we restarted, then after it got affected. Now we'll see here few more things. Start we are not touching. Instance. In instance profile we added the parameter, right? And we restarted it affected. In default also same thing. In default also you can add the parameter and you can take restart. Then what is the difference between instance and default profile? See, the difference is there. The difference is, see, understand the diagram. What is this? Huh? What is this?
Database.
Yes, database. What is this? Application, right?
Yes.
See, I said in a single SAP system can have multiple instances. Okay, this is one system. So any user can connect to any of the instance, and if we do a transaction, it gets saved to this database. Okay, so now every instances will have our process. Okay, every instances will have work process. So work will be distributed. Here dialogues are 10. Here dialogues are 10. Here dialogues are 10. Okay, by default with the installation. Now what we did in our current lab, we have only one instance. So what we did, we logged into this and in the instance profile, we added a parameter 12 and we restarted and it became 12. Okay. Now I have a requirement. I want to change dialog work process to 20 in all the instances. In all the instances. Then what I can do? Then what I can do? See, when you install a
Yes.
SAP system, when you install SAP system with one single instance, you get start profile, instance profile, and default profile. Okay, you have only one instance. So our setup is also same, right? We have only one instance, and we have all three, right? One instance, three profiles. Now, in future, if I install one more instance, then what I get here? I get only instance profile. Okay, with that instance number, suppose 10. This is suppose 11. New instance. Only one profile it will come. Okay, it won't create three again. Start instance and default. Only one instance profile it will come. In future, again you installed one more instance. So you'll get one more instance profile. And with whatever instance number you give, that instance number. Okay, so now you answer me. I have five instances. So then how many profiles will be there?
5.
Five.
3 plus 4, 7.
Hmm? I
So
have
total in
5 instances. So then how many profiles will be there? I will tell the answer. I have 5 instances, SAP instances. So then how many profiles will be there? See, by default we get 3. I have installed one more instance. Second instance is a second, third, fourth, and fifth. How many profiles? 4, 5, 6, 7. Total 7 profiles you'll get. You getting?
Could
With
you
diff.
repeat it, Ganesh?
Yes.
See, when you install a SAP system, you get 3 profiles by default.
Okay.
Start, instance, and default.
Okay.
Okay. So when you install one more instance, okay, your load is increased, so you have installed one more instance. So
Okay.
then SAP system will create only instance profile in RZ 10.
Got it.
Okay, here you'll get one more tst underscore d0, whatever the number you give, that number.
Okay.
Okay, so that is what I am saying. 5. I have 5 instances. So then how many instance profile will come? That is what I
Got it.
am asking. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, yes, now the requirement is I want to change the work process to 20 in all the instances. So then what I have to do? Earlier what we did, we have only one single instance. We changed the value to 12 here, right? Now in all the instances I want to change it to 20. Then what you do? Tell me logically. See, there is no technology involved in this. I want to make it to 20. Then what you do? Tell me logically. See, we have single instance.
We will make
We
it default for everyone.
yes. See, if you add a parameter only in a single default profile, you make it to 20, it will affect all the instances.
Got it.
That is the difference. Here I said no. Instance and default are same. Then adding a parameter only. In this also you add parameter. In this also you add a parameter. Then what is the difference? Difference is this one. Default, if you add anything, it will affect to all the instances. If you add an instance profile, it will affect to only a particular instance. See, when you are practicing, it will be more clear for you. You have to listen this video and practice it more. Then it will be more clear. Okay, I'm trying to tell in an easy way. But yes, you have to see the video once again. Till here, you are clear?
Yes.
You,
Ganesh, there is a concept called PAS, AAS.
hmm, yeah, that will come in installation.
Okay, but they said they always the topic always come up with ASCS. Then we have to also stop the PAS, AS. I don't know completely,
Hmm.
but
Yeah, that will come in installation. So
okay.
these all are AS, additional application
Application
server.
server, yeah.
Additional application server. This is PS. First instance, whatever you install now, that we call it as
Yeah.
PS, primary application server. So this will come in installation class.
Okay. And where is the ASCS here?
In this PS only,
Okay.
you see, that is what I said here. When you do a installation, it will create three profiles. Start instance and profile. This
Yeah.
start only ACS.
Okay.
This start only ACS.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now yes, if you change a default profile, you add a parameter, it will affect to all the instances. That is the difference between instance and this one. See, let's try to add a parameter now in default profile. Okay, so now I want to say here also same default profile, external maintenance and change. And see here already someone added a parameter to 28. Okay, so now I want to make this to 30. I want to make this to 30. Copy, come back, save. You get this error every time. Just click no and yes. Okay and okay. So now what you did in a default profile, you made dialog work process as 30. Let's see. This command also will work, but you practice this command only every time, because nowadays in all the systems this command only will work. Okay, earlier in other systems, stop SAP, start SAP also used to work. Okay, but you don't practice and just executed this command. So if I execute this stop SAP R3, it will only take care of the sequence. See, first it will stop D0, next it will start ASCS, stop ASCS, start SAP R3. So now first which will start? ASCS will start. See, ASCS is started. See, you have to listen this class once again. Okay, then only you'll get
Yes.
clarity.
And Ganesh, how can we decide that the value should be 20 or 30?
See, this all decided initially when the project installations are going right. At the time, only architects will decide what SID you have to give for development, what SID to quality,
No, 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 not SID. The value for dialog users, background users.
what value, work process value.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that also like initially only it will be discussed. It depends on the RAM. We have 24 GB of RAM, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how it will be calculated? You have an architect. So for every basis project, no, not only
Mm-hmm.
basis for SAP project, from basis side or from functional side, you have an architect. So in that architect call, so architect will decide how many instances should be there, how many work process should be there for one instance, how
Okay.
many in quality instances should be there, production. That all architects will decide. It is not
Are
our
we
call.
okay? Not our. Are we
No,
not
it's
going to
not our
cover
call.
this? Okay.
No, it's not. It's architect level. So architect
Okay.
has to cover. It's not required for us.
Okay.
Hmm. So I have stopped and started it. So now let's log in the system. Hmm. Now, what should be the value?
30.
Yeah, 30. But see, it's 12 only. See, yeah. So why it is 12? See here, instance, it's a famous quotation. Instance values are final values. Okay, SAP system will first it will read default, next it will read instance profile. Whatever the value is there in instance profile, that will only it will affect. You're getting?
So first they will, so let's say we set the value, default value change, let's say. We change
30.
to 20, yeah, 30. So
Yes.
first it will read default value,
It will
then
read
it will read
default
okay.
instance value, then whatever is there in the instance, that only get affected. So that's why I have written here. Instance values are final values.
Okay.
Okay.
But then, let's say if we want to change for all instance, how can that value change? Because the value will be same.
Yes. So then what you have to do? You want to tell me. You have to remove that parameter from the instance profile. You have that
Not get.
parameter, no?
Yes.
Work process dialog. So that you have to remove from the instance. See, here, see, dialog work process is a basic parameter. So you'll get it by default. But when you are working in a real time, okay, you
Okay.
may get few more parameters. So that will be
Yes.
not there by default here. So then in that case, you won't feel that problem. No need to go to instance profile and remove that parameter. It will be not there.
Okay.
You directly add in default, it will affect in all the instances automatically.
Okay.
Only for this work process, yes, you have to remove it. If not, instance only will consider after the restart.
Okay. We have to remove it from where?
From instance profile.
Okay. The
So we
value you're
kept
saying.
value.
Okay.
Parameter itself you have to remove this parameter. Where is this? This one. This one you have to remove.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to add new parameter, we'll see that also now. So yeah, now we have seen static. Next we see dynamic.
Okay.
Uh, Max runtime parameter. We see one parameter. So where we see RZ11. See dynamic parameter
Yes.
S. So this is dynamic parameter. So it means it will affect immediately. If you do a change, it will affect immediately. Okay. So there is a easy way to find whether it's a dynamic parameter or not. In the RZ11, when you open this parameter, if you see a change button here, it's a dynamic parameter.
Okay.
Okay. See what is this parameter? RDISC WP runtime. See dialog work process. I said no, dialog work process will take care of small work. Okay, small work. So see 2000. The value is current. See current value is 2000. 2000 means 2000 seconds. Okay, so dialog work process can able to handle the work till 2000 seconds. Then after it will terminate. So how much time to the dialog work process you are assigning? That time is decided by this parameter. Dialog
Okay.
work process time. See, you logged into SAP system. You are trying to fetch some information from the table. Okay, you given all your inputs and execute it. So then what it will do? It will go to the database. It will try to read the data from the table and it will give the information, right? So if it is taking more than 2000 seconds, then it will terminate. So that is what this parameter is. Okay, so runtime, work process runtime. So this you can change it dynamically. I want to change it to 600. You have multiple instances, select this option and save. See, changes made immediately. It's affected immediately. Then what it is giving? Change not permanent will be lost at server restart. See the same what I said earlier.
Yes.
It will become 2000 again when you restart the system. So I want to make it as permanent. Even after restart also, this value should be 600 only. Then I have to add this parameter in the profile. So then what happens? I want to add this parameter in profile, either instance or default, in any of the profile you can add. So for adding a parameter, this is option. Parameter, give the value parameter and enter. See, currently it's 2000. I want to make it to 600. Okay, give the new value and copy, come back. Again, you have to copy, 2 times copy. Okay, come back, save. Do you want to activate? Yes, yes, yes. Done. So when you restart, it will read the parameter from this profile and it will be 600 every time. So dynamic values parameters also you can make it permanent by adding that parameter in the instance or default profile. I write this
Now
point
I got
also.
it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
See, you are getting. I am worried about other people. What about others? See, 100%. Yeah, first day you cannot able to understand. You have to see this video once again, slowly. Then you will understand. Definitely, you will understand. Okay. So your work. So your work is uh, BTC work process 2. It is 10, I think, currently in the system. You have to change the dialog work process. Amay, you change it to okay 15.
Okay.
Sandeep, you change it to 20. Okay, delete like this. You can take any value. You can change it to 21 and try to stop the system and start the system and see whether in SM50 that is getting affected or not. See here the backgrounds are 6 currently. Okay, you can change the value. So for changing the background, what is a parameter? See, if you're not getting, you can search in the internet also. Parameter for background work process. SAP. See here, or else I already written here. No need to worry. Somewhere I written this one. RDISP WP underscore BTC. In the place of dia, you have BTC. That's all. Okay. By use this parameter, you can change the value of the background work process. Okay. And the last point, then after we can close. OS level. In SAP terminology, we call it as profiles directory. So in OS level, where these profiles will be saved, SR, SAP, SID, sys, profile. Okay, these are like interview questions. Okay, you have to remember.
Okay.
Let's see the same thing in the system. CD space USR SAP SID is TST slash sys profile ls hyphen ltr. So I am into the profiles directory. Okay, or else the shortcut is CD pro. CD pro is profile. It will directly go inside. Okay,
Yes.
remember this part, profiles directory. So your work is to change the parameter of a dialog or work or background and try to take a restart and see in SM50 whether it's changing or not. That is your task. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So try to see the video. It will be clear. Definitely it will be clear. If you practice multiple times, this topic will be easy on.
Yeah. Ganesh, last question.
Hmm.
You mentioned the path, right? Lastly, profile parameter. Can you see that same path in AL11 as well?
Yes, A11 also we can see. Go to A11, profiles, ESR,
Okay.
SCP, that is his profiles.
So all the changes we can see in this directory as well, right?
Yes, see?
Okay, got it, got it.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, that's all for today.
yeah.
So practice, you'll get it easily.